Welcome to UT Uncut, where we introduce you to some of UT's most talented and badass filmmakers and musicians. The video you just saw was a Jeff for All Seasons directed by award-winning filmmaker Jeff. All right, I'm Katie Clark, and right here we have our first guest today. He's a Washington, D.C. native who's really a 74-year-old man with a growth hormone disorder and is actually one of Orson Welles' illegitimate children with his fling from Lillian Gish. His short films have a tendency to surprise and shock the audience, whether it's due to graphic violence or subject material that would destroy any child's innocence, but always in a highly original and hilarious fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Whiteman. Ethan, congratulations.
How's it going?
UT's first director. How do you feel?
Thank you. I'm honored. It feels fantastic. I'm elated.
Anyone that you'd like to thank?
Well, first and foremost, God, my mom, Marvo. It's my weed dealer.
Oh. I go to the same guy.
Really?
Yeah.
He upped his prices.
Oh, that's so terrible. Well, I guess first let's take a look at his film. We have Telemasochists by Ethan.
Are you ready, baby?
Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready for this all day, baby girl.
Good. So, what are you doing right now?
Oh, not much, girl. I'm just laying in bed thinking about this sexy little Vix on the other end of the line and all the dirty, dirty things I'm going to do to her later.
Oh, yeah?
You better believe it, Mama. So what you doing, princess? You lying in bed, touching yourself, thinking about this big old pork sword I got waiting for you?
Baby. You're getting me all hot right now. Actually, I'm not in the bedroom, though. I'm in the kitchen.
Ooh, I love a woman in the kitchen. Cooking up something hot and tasty for Big Daddy.
Something like that.
So, what are you wearing?
I've got this blue shirt on. Not for long.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, I'm taking my top off right now.
Yeah?
I'm putting the cheese grater up to my nipple.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna cheese grate my nipple right off.
Are you serious? Damn, girl. I did not know you were into that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm into everything, honey.
That is so fucking
This is
hot.
too much for you. We can stop.
No. I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, that's more like it. So what are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm just looking for, a fork.
A fork? What are you gonna do with that?
I was just thinking
Yeah?
that I might just stick it
Yeah? Where are you gonna stick it?
in this electrical socket!
Oh, God! Oh my God! Yeah!
Did you like that, baby?
Yeah!
What are you doing right now?
I've got my hand in the waffle iron.
Okay. I can top that. I'm sticking my hand in the garbage disposal.
Yes! I've been wanting to do for a long time, baby. Have you ever seen Shogun Assassin?
The samurai movie?
Yeah. My dad got this sword in World War II fighting the Japs.
Baby?
Self-inflicted decapitation. The ultimate sexual rush.
Hey, wait a minute.
Ichiban Samurai!
Baby? Hey, baby.
All right, going on. In the film, Ethan, where did you get the idea for Telemasochists?
I felt like the medium of phone sex was something that hadn't really been explored in a visual manner. It's, much more audio centric. So, but if you want to do something, you have to do something original. So, masochist phone sex.
Okay, but
it just happened.
So it just happened. So are you talking were you inspired? I mean, why phone sex? I guess again, you just said that, but I mean, where did it really come from?
It's just I said, it's something that hasn't really been explored, and it's someone's job to do it.
And masochism with it, I guess, is where you're going.
That's a creative spin that I felt would work fairly well.
Okay, this says a lot about you and probably what you do in your spare time.
Absolutely. If you want to talk about inspiration.
Okay, so in the film, cheese grater. I mean, why the kitchen? Did you just decide these things?
Well, the kitchen just seemed like a place in your house where there are more things that you're likely to hurt yourself with, or inflict pain upon yourself with intentionally. So
Okay.
it just made sense.
And fake blood, what'd you use?
Caro corn syrup, red food coloring, and blue food coloring.
Okay.
It's an industry classic.
And how did you ask your friends? You're like, hey man, I kind of want you to do a video on, masochism and phone sex.
Right. They were overly excited to do it, actually. They said yes quicker than I could ask the question.
So it started with telephone, yes?
Yeah, as soon as I said phone set,
Done.
they were already saying yes.
Done. All right. Okay. And do you star in some of your films?
I've been in a few of my more previous films. The most recent one I made was a blaxploitation film where I just get beat up a couple times. That's it.
It was pretty good.
I have to stay behind the camera most of the time. So.
Okay. And do you just always ask your friends, or how does this work?
Usually, yeah. I mean, there's no way that any kind of dignified actor is going to do a film about cheese grating their own tit off. So, yeah, I have to pull from my group of friends.
And in the film, your friend also puts a fork in the electrical socket.
Right.
How did he not actually electrocute himself, I guess?
Camera wizardry and a plastic fork.
And a plastic fork. All right, that'd be good. I think I would have paid him a little extra if he would have done it.
If he'd gotten electrocuted, I was willing to pay for drugs that would ease the pain. But other than that, he did it for free, pro bono acting.
Okay, all right. And the scene where she gets her head taken off, what happens there?
Well, she hurts herself enough that she decides that in order to reach the pinnacle of masochist pleasure, she has to decapitate herself with a samurai sword. It's the only logical next step. And so she screams, a harakiri chant, I think, and then she takes off her own head. And with some, again, camera trickery, we accomplished it.
All right. And is that your samurai sword?
Yeah. I bought it at a flea market when I was like 11 years old.
That's weird. My mom gave me Barbies. But it's different. All right. Do you have more than one?
Video?
No, samurai sword.
Samurai sword. Yeah, it came as a 3-pack with the stand for $20. So
okay.
That says a lot about how the quality of the swords, but it works as a good movie prop, definitely.
And how come filmmaking? Where'd you start?
Filmmaking, just I've always enjoyed watching movies ever since I was young, and I wanted to be an actor originally when I was very young, but
like everyone.
I decided that probably wouldn't be the best track to take. But I still love movies enough that I figured it would be good to make them. And now that it's so easy to do it yourself, with digital technology, digital editing equipment, stuff like that. I feel like if you have the motivation to, there's no reason not to, really, because you know, if you have the time to create your own film, you build your own world. Basically, you can do anything goes, whatever you want to do. There's no morals, there's no limits, really. And then the best thing is you can subject other people to that later and make them watch your movie.
I like that,
so,
changing their reality.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. So, who's your favorite director? Like, where were you first inspired?
It would be really hard to pick. I think the most inspirational director for me through my childhood would be Paul Verhoeven, who did, you know, RoboCop and Starship Troopers, and Showgirls. Showgirls is his masterpiece.
I love Showgirls.
But it's hard to pick. I also really like David Cronenberg, you know, Scorsese, of course. Everybody likes Scorsese. Lloyd Kaufman from Troma. Just, yeah, anything gory, any horror movies. Love horror movies.
Horror movies, definitely. So are you going to move on to deeper horror films?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a horror movie with a friend of mine right now. We're trying to do a full-length. It's an anthology horror movie, kind of like a Tales from the Crypt or Trick or Treat kind of fashion. So it's multiple stories going on, but they all take place in Knoxville. Some on the UT campus, and the theme is the apocalypse.
Oh, that is awesome. I would love to help. If you ever need it, I'm sure other people watching would love to too. And is there any funny stories about anything that happened before?
Like while making a movie? There's tons of funny stuff. I mean, usually it's just me freaking out, running around and yelling at people, but I encourage my actors to be inebriated when we shoot. So I encourage them to, you know, their buzz of choice, whatever they do. It makes it easier for them to do things like cheese grate their tits off.
Okay, all right. And was it difficult also to ask your guy friend, be like, hey, I'm going to need you to pretend like you're jacking off?
No, no, he had no problem with that at all, actually.
All right, this is interesting. I like your friends, pretty easygoing. Okay then, well, I guess our next musical guest is a phenomenon who specializes in disco electronica. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Murphy, aka Fine Peducle. right, as I said before, we have Cole Murphy, aka Fine Peducle. Did I say that right, Cole?
Fine Peducle. Yeah,
Fine Peducle. I like that. All right, and how long have you been making music?
I've been making music since I was really young. There was always like pianos and things like that around.
So you started with piano then?
Yeah, not necessarily the type of music I'm making now, but.
Yeah, and why electronica? How did you get that?
I think there's like a lot of potential for electronica in today's music. I think that it's easy for portability. You know, you can upload any instrument that you want with certain software, and you don't have to have all those instruments with you as you travel. It's really convenient. And
is this your favorite, I guess, that you've been making so far?
I really like all the music I've made.
Okay, and where'd you start, I guess? Just with piano and then you...
Yeah, my roots are gospel music, and then just, you know, my brother and sister listen to a lot of R&B, and like 90s R&B is a really big influence.
90s R&B, yes, yeah. That's where it's at. Yeah. All right, and then, so just since you've been little, you've been making music. Yeah. Do you have a whole musical family, or is it just you?
They do a lot of church music. My family's really into church, and they, you know, they both all play piano, and they all sing in the choir and do things like that.
And this is, I guess, who are your influences? You know, where did this first come from?
I mean, like I said, 90s pop music. The first release that I did, Glenn, my EP, is kind of riddled with 90s pop references, like the Reading Rainbow and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Not necessarily pop music, but pop culture.
Yeah, okay.
So.
That's cool. And then, I guess, all right, do you have a favorite band at all?
You know, I really don't listen to too much music.
You just create it yourself?
I kind of listen to my own music, but I guess I do like the Mars Volta a lot. They're kind of one of my favorite picks.
That's interesting. I would not have pegged you for a Mars Volta fan. That's cool. And do you hate any kind of music at all?
I think hate's quite a strong word that I don't really like to use, but I mean, there's certainly music that I don't listen to, but I guess I understand its place and like how it influences people, and everybody has their own kind of music that they like. So.
Okay, and words-wise, when you're playing your music, usually, do you just like to start off, and then do you try and, like, in your head, do you incorporate words, or just, am I making sense of this?
Well, first the tones come, like when I'm writing the music, the tones come first, and I kind of hear them, like I hear them above the music, I guess, in my head.
Yeah.
And then I just slowly I work with loop stations, so I slowly start to bring them in there, and then eventually I hear the words.
Okay, that's cool. And adding it in, seeing what you like. So I guess it's just a playing around process, which I guess any musical thing is. Do you have your favorite songs so far that you've made?
Well, I guess my favorite ones is normally like the most recent one, just because I haven't listened to it 1,000 times or performed it. So those are the most interesting to listen to and to perform.
Okay.
But the new album that I'm working on, hopefully released in March, it's more hip hop, R&B inspired, and I guess like some of the songs off of that are my new.
Do you have any favorite shows?
Like television shows, or?
Yeah, well, no, I mean like in general, like shows that you've played, that you've like performed.
Oh, I mean,
times it like stand in your mind.
I think the last one that I played, New Year's Pilot Light benefit show. It was probably the most fun I've had. It was a really interesting show. I made a fake penis out of a whipped cream can and some clay, and shot the whipped cream all over the crowd, and everybody seemed to like it a lot.
I don't doubt that. That's good.
So Guar is an inspiration too.
Yeah, I really like theatrical productions.
Yeah, I mean, personally, when I'm at a show, I like being involved in it. You know what I mean? Instead of just listening to music, then you kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, and would you like to give any shout-outs before we go?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I'm a insect soldier, devout soldier of the insect pantheon.
Okay.
So I'd like to shout out to the insect guardians for helping me out through all my experiences and when I perform. So.
All right. Well, we're going to hear your performance in just a second, but in the next coming weeks, we have the complete lineup for Bonnaroo is going to be released, and Bonnaroo started in 2001. It's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, musical festival in the country. It was named by Rolling Stone magazine to be one of the top 50 moments in history to change rock and roll forever. Bonnaroo will be celebrating their 10th anniversary this year, and what is sure to be a mind-blowing lineup. Have you guys been to Bonnaroo before?
I have not.
You have not?
I've been there 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, it's cool.
You're going back this year too?
Probably, yeah.
I already bought my pre-sale ticket.
So you don't even know who's going to be there, and you know you're going to go no matter what.
It's the 10th anniversary. You know it's going to be so good. And even if I end up, which I doubt I will, hating it, the pre-sale ticket was cheaper, so I can just sell it and make money.
Totally, yeah.
But
that's smart.
I'm really excited. Like really, I haven't been before, so I'm hoping this is my first time. But I have heard some crazy stories. Do you have any stories?
Well, everything's kind of a blur when you're there. all 4 days kind of meld together. But I mean, yeah, it's nonstop insanity for the most part. Just not even just you and your friends, but everyone around you. It's just thousands and thousands of people.
Any favorite
losing their minds.
performances?
I saw Levon Helm a couple years ago. He was really good. Guar last year was great. I've seen them a bunch, but it was nice to see them at Bonnaroo. That was pretty funny.
Did you see Conan?
I saw him introduce a couple acts, but I didn't see him actually perform. Apparently the line was too ridiculous.
I love me some Conan.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so jealous. And have you heard any stories about who they're going to have this year? Are you excited?
I haven't heard anything really. I mean, maybe like the Rolling Stones. I think someone mentioned that, or like the Eagles.
Yeah.
I want them to bring like Kiss or something like that. I think that would be amazing.
So awesome. I really wanted AC/DC. That was the first time I list, actually.
Yeah, AC/DC would be great.
Okay, well, and now we're going to close with some more funky, fresh disco beats from our new favorite DJ.
Thank you. That's all I have.